Welcome back to Sideline Story. I'm Yang Guang. Let's be real, for the last 2 decades, watching table tennis at Worlds has been predictable. China wins. You could set your watch by it. But London 2026, that was different. China still walked away with the trophies, a 12th straight men's team title, a 7th straight women's. Sounds like business as usual, right? But not entirely. Because on the way to those golds, the Great Wall cracked. For the first time in 26 years, the Chinese men's team lost back-to-back group stage matches, lost to South Korea, lost to Sweden. The women's team had a smoother journey on paper, but their final against Japan, a full-blown roller coaster. So here's the question everyone's whispering, but maybe afraid to shout. Is China's dominance actually declining? And the follow-up, if it is that what this sport needs? Let's talk about the decline first, because the numbers don't lie. China's unbeatable aura, gone. Lin Shidong, the golden boy, dropped 3 straight singles matches in the group stage. He looked like a prodigy who'd forgotten how to enjoy the game. 29-year-old Liang Jinquan, knee-taped, back spasming, won some inspiring comeback matches, but how did he fall behind so easily, so often? And here's the kicker. Wang Chuqin, now China's best and most reliable player, isn't close to his predecessors in consistency. The depth that once terrified the world, Ma Long, Xu Xin, Fan Zhendong, is either retired or absent. On the women's side, Wang Manyu, world number 2, walked into that final with an 11-0 career record against the 17-year-old Miwa Harimoto. That record was gone in 70 minutes. Kuai Man looked lost, rushing shots, misreading spin. Sun Yingxia is still the sole pillar. It seems both the men's and women's teams are running on a single engine. They have one reliable point, and then hope. No room for error. German legend Timo Boll put it bluntly. If Wang Chuqin loses one match, China no longer has an advantage against many teams. A team built on depth suddenly looks shallow. And here's the quiet crisis no one's talking about. The people playing table tennis in China are getting older. My own observation in Beijing, local gyms and park tables are dominated by retirees, not kids. Young people are choosing basketball, badminton, or simply their phones. In a sport where dominance has always flowed from mass participation, that aging, shrinking foundation may be the most dangerous long-term threat of all. Meanwhile, the rest of the world isn't just sitting around. Watch the tapes. Young South Koreans like 19-year-old Woo Jun-sung are no longer afraid. They are hunting. Francis Lepuan brothers play like they are on fast forward. No script, no respect for the old hierarchy. Japan's teenagers execute game plans specifically AI-trained to beat Chinese backhands. So yeah, the dynasty is wobbling. But here is the hot take. That might be a good thing. Think about it. When was the last time you felt real tension in the women's team final before 2026? When was the last time you didn't know who would win? For years, table tennis was a beautiful sport with a predictable coronation. That's not competition. That's a parade. But now, Sweden's back. France is a legit title threat. Germany never stopped grinding. Japan's youth system is producing assassins. And South Korea just proved that on any given Tuesday, they can beat the Empress. That's the recipe for global sport. Look at the data. Global viewership for table tennis finals jumped 18% in 2025-26. The WTT calendar is packed, and every upset makes the next match matter more. Even the Chinese players admit it. Wang Chuqin said after the South Korea loss, "We can't take anything for granted." That's not weakness, that's reality, and reality makes the sport better. Because here's the truth. A sport where one nation wins 95% of the time isn't a competition. It's a museum exhibit. Beautiful, historic, but not dramatic. Now, don't get me wrong, China is still the team to beat. Their system is still the envy of the world. Their recovery from a 3-1 loss to a 3-0 win against South Korea in the quarterfinals, that's champion DNA. Sun Yingxiang belongs in the conversation for greatest of all time. But for the first time in a generation, Team China is not untouchable. They are beatable. And that may not be a crisis. That's an ecosystem. So is China's dominance declining? Yes, relatively. The margin is shrinking, the fear factor is fading. And is that good for table tennis? Probably. Because sports don't grow from certainty. They grow from hope. The hope that a kid from Seoul, Stockholm, or Montpellier can walk onto that court and actually win. That's it for this episode of Sideline Story. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, rate, and may your backhand always find the table. I'm Yang Guang. Take care.